Hey, good morning, friends. Just a quick live this morning as I prepare for church and the day. I'm Rick in Hamilton County, Indiana. Currently, it is 12 degrees and snow flurries here. You can see some snow coming down in front of the camera. Got the eastern fox squirrel here at the feeder. I'm going to pan around to the soot feeder. Got a flicker there hanging on the feeder, and that's an eastern bluebird down there on the ground. We've had a lot of bluebirds here over the past few um, days, and more than I've seen in forever. I'm so glad to see bluebirds are making a resurgence here in central Indiana. Got very cold couple of days coming in, dangerous cold tonight, and significant wind chills. So if you're in central Indiana, take care of yourself. Don't be outside for extended periods of time. And if you have elderly or infirm neighbors, take a few minutes and check on them. Be sure they have what they need. If it's in your power, maybe you'll need to make a store run or something for them. But this cold weather is making making its way across the Midwest, the upper Midwest here. Got the bird feeders all filled up yesterday, so I won't have to worry about that as this goes on. This weather system moves through. Going to be a little more seasonable this week, but then we have the possibility of a major storm coming in this weekend, so we're going to have to watch that and see what's going on. And it is 12 degrees here right now, snow flurries hanging around, and luckily not a lot of wind, because if we had wind on top of 12 degrees real temperature, it would be absolutely brutal out here. Good morning. I'm Rick in Indianapolis, Indiana, doing a little feeder watching this morning. And unfortunately, there's not much going on right now. Currently 12 degrees here in Indianapolis. And you know what? Everything has something spooked everything. We do have the flicker back at the feeder. And he's off. Let's see if we got anything over at the other feeder. Pretty slow morning at the feeder with it being 12 degrees. Of course, the birds are staying in bed a little later, I think. Thanks for joining us. 12 degrees here in Indianapolis, Indiana. A few snow flurries in the area, trying to see what's going to pop in at the feeder today. So far today we've had eastern bluebirds, flickers, and that's been about it. Now we've got a nuthatch. Here they come to the other feeder. White-breasted nuthatch right there. Eastern fox squirrel making his way into the scene. I am the dulcimer guy. Good call. Yes, absolutely. Flicker there at the feeder. We'll hang out here till just shortly past the top of the hour, now that we're getting some good activity at the feeder, and then I'll be off to take care of church stuff for the day and some other stuff that we have going on. Eastern bluebird, his blue is showing up quite well down there on the ground. Hope all is well wherever you all are. We're in the midst of a pretty brutal cold snap. It is 12 degrees right now. Looking at brutal wind chills tonight and tomorrow of 25 to 35 below zero. So the birds are all in getting filled up so they can hunker down for the next 48 hours or so. I love how the squirrel has his tail up over his head to protect himself from the wind, which is blowing out of the west. And the snow is picking up again. This is a flicker, one of my favorite woodpeckers. at least it's sunny. And if you're like me, you might struggle a lot in the wintertime, and having some sunshine, even if it's cold, having some sunshine really, really helps me. Oh, it's snow's really starting to come down now. That's a red-bellied woodpecker there at the feeder right now. Our yard actually is a certified wildlife habitat, and if you scroll down my channel, you'll see how you can make your yard, no matter how large or small it is, into a certified wildlife habitat, and draw all kinds of birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians. You never know what you might draw to your yard. As you can tell, probably we're in a very suburban area and have a constant stream of wildlife through our yard. We'll be here this morning at the feeder for till 5 after the hour, so about 5 more minutes. And we also probably will be back this afternoon. Certainly we'll be back tomorrow, depending on how the feeder action might be. Appreciate you guys joining me this morning for a feeder watch. That is a flicker at the suet feeder. We have 2 flickers in the yard actually right now, which is kind of unusual because they're pretty territorial. Eastern fox squirrel heading back to the feeder. Good morning, and thanks to you who are just joining us. We'll be here for just about another minute or so, and then we're going to shut the stream down this morning. We'll probably be back this afternoon or early evening at some point. I'm Rick in Indianapolis, Indiana. That is an eastern fox squirrel you're seeing at the feeder right now. Currently 12 degrees, light snow, headed down for a low of, I think, right around 0 tonight with some relatively strong winds. So it's going to be a pretty rough night. If you like wildlife cams, bird feeder cams, consider subscribing to my channel here. I do this a couple of times a day. And you never know what we're going to see. So we'll be back. Thank you for being here. Have a great day.